Testing 1 2 3 testing 1 2 3 testing. Thanks for your patience, guys. Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Vencabot. Bruise Day Tuesday, 8 hours of Third Strike. Jazzy Season 2 First Look Action. My name is David. Yo, I'm joined on the mic, I think, by my friends MutantXP and KD Alpha. What's up, guys?
Yo, what's up, Venka?
Yo, I hear a voice. What's up, KD?
What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, Mutant? So, man, last season was crazy. It was incredible. And if you guys were watching at DTN, you guys already saw the Jazzy Season 2 teaser trailer. I think we're going to review this real quick, guys, and talk more about what Jazzy is and what Season 2 is going to be all about. Let's all watch and stare in awe at this amazing Season 2 teaser you guys might have already seen before. Oh, yeah. The King in Black knows. Get the popcorn, guys. Shotokan, Nika.
So is this like the director's cut? Do we get to like...
Yeah, we can commentate it, yeah. Okay. Frankie, that dude.
Pop-up video.
Pop-up video be sick. Brian.
Mystery Science Theater.
Okay. Exo, the king, the guy. We got Lance there as well. What a pleasure. All new auto qualifiers, guys. Come compete. Earn points. I don't know that guy. Level up. 3-day Jazzy finale this time. Free play arcade. Shout out to the Shen for uploading this, by the way, guys. Check out the Shen's channel on YouTube. It's godlike. Okay.
And I know she's not watching the stream, nor will she ever watch the stream. Yeah. But I just wanted to give a quick shout outs to my wife.
Let's go.
For having to hear that trailer on loop over and over and over again for 3 days straight while I was cutting and creating the trailer. Okay. But the real chore was when she had to sit through the first season trailer. The very first trailer for the first season. The one with the never mind. Okay. Anyway, all right, guys. So enough of my stories. I know why you guys are here, and so I just wanted to go ahead and first thank everyone who participated in season 1 of the Jazzy Circuit, and I am proud to announce that the official Smash GG League page for the Jazzy Circuit season 2 is live. And so what we're going to do for the next few minutes is, kind of browse through internet magic, browse through the Jazzy Circuit website with you guys here.
So before we do that, for those that aren't familiar, what is the Jazzy Circuit?
Oh, yeah. So let's, for those of you who are uninitiated or are new to the FGC, basically the Jazzy Circuit is a nationwide gaming league for Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. And so basically... we run a bunch of tournaments in conjunction with a bunch of other organizers from around the country, and everyone earns points and tries to win spots in the Jazzy Circuit finale. And last season's Jazzy Circuit finale was at Defend the North 2019, this past July. Shout outs to Andy, City of Brass, and the whole DTN crew for allowing us to do the finale there for season 1.
It's so much fun.
And giving us stage time, too, which is almost unheard of.
Dude, crazy.
Almost unheard of with Third Strike. And so I know a lot of you guys have seen the video for the finale, which I have actually included a link to in the Smash page on the bottom. And so definitely check that out if you haven't. Also, shout outs to NYC Furby and Team Spooky for obviously giving us that Third Strike action. And the crispy HD and 4K.
Amazing stream.
So with that said, welcome to season 2. And so this is the official Smash League page for season 2. And the first thing I wanted to let everyone in on is the season dates. So that's obviously very important.
Yeah.
And so season 2 of the Jazzy Circuit is going to start on October 19th, 2019, which incidentally is the date of East Coast Throwdown.
Let's fucking go.
2019, which is going to happen at Stamford, Connecticut, at one of the Hiltons over there. And that event's going to be from October 19th to 20th, Saturday and Sunday. It's just a 2-day event. And like I was saying before, ECT, long supporter of Third Strike. And so not only will Season 2 start at ECT, but ECT will also be the site of the first Season 2 Jazzy Auto Qualifier. That's right, guys. Whoever wins Third Strike Singles at ECT will get the first spot in the 2020 Jazzy Circuit finale. And so those are the dates for the season, October 19th through May 10th.
So plenty of time to level up, guys. Get your offline
definitely.
timing back.
And so basically there are 3 ways to qualify for the Jazzy Circuit finale, which of course, as Venka said while we were watching the trailer, is going to take place at Free Play Arlington in June 12th and 14th. And so there are basically 3 ways to qualify. The first way is to win one of the 6 auto qualifiers scheduled for Season 2.
Okay, easy.
If you scroll a little bit to your right, if you can, Venka, so that we can see some of the other...
oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I forgot we have the chat on stream. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. So those are going to be the dates for the 6 auto qualifiers. And so plan accordingly. I know that the Smash pages for ECT, NEC, and Final Round are already up.
Oh, nice.
And so
get registered, guys.
Once we get those events officially added to the circuit, you'll be able to access their Smash pages through this Smash page, or you can go directly to their Smash pages. But I don't have their addresses on me right now. But I'm sure you guys can do a quick Google search and find that on your own.
Nice.
And so ECT, October, NEC, November, Saturday at Dawn's, which is going to be the auto qualifier at Dawn's Arcade. That'll be on the 21st.
All you West Coast guys.
Frosty Faustings, Venka. Why don't you talk a little bit about Frosty Faustings and your experience last year?
Huge Midwest event, guys, come out. It was so much fun last year. It had all kinds of cool games there. Third Strike was super lit last year. I think that was the one that Chris G won last year to get auto qualified,
yes.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome event, guys. Come out and hang out with me and the PGN guys. Decoy Managers probably be there, right, Decoy? Or are you going to be able to Michigan Masters exclusively? Just come out and hang out, guys. We're going to be playing some Third Strike there. It's an auto qualifier again this year. It was last year we had Grimlock in not in grand finals, but in top 8. I think it was Shotokan versus Chris G for the qualifier, I think, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, rest in peace. That was such an amazing set.
And, just to share something sort of semi-personal, Venka, obviously we're all human. And so, when we first decided to launch the circuit, clearly lots of self-doubt.
Yeah, of course. That first year was quite a risk.
But to me, it wasn't until Frosty that I kind of realized, wow, this could actually work.
Yeah.
Because guys, I don't know if you know this, but last year at Frosty, despite a raging blizzard and snow, we had over 70 entrants for Third Strike at Frosty Farm. I mean, and
a lot of them extremely strong players.
And so shout out to the Midwest. There's plenty of love in Third Strike in the Midwest, and we recognize that, and we appreciate that, and that's why we're coming back next year. So shout outs to the TOs for Frosty for allowing us to hold an auto qualifier at Frosty again next year.
Awesome.
And so there is no auto qualifier in February. We sort of do that on purpose because we know there's a bit of burnout after Co-op Cup. We need a few weeks and everything. But the next auto qualifier is going to be at Final Round, March 20th, 2020. And so I know you guys in the South, some of you here in the South are in the chat. I know you guys have been hungry for that Third Strike. I know you guys have been fiending for it. I really wish, that the South, was able to partake more last season, but we're going to more than make up for it this year.
Let's go.
We got plans and works to have ranking battles at certain southern hotspots, Third Strike hotspots. But obviously we have Final Round. And this is actually, really special for me, despite, being in the FGC for 50 years. I've never been to a Final Round. And so I'm really looking forward to going to final round. I will be there personally. And so shout outs to Shin Blanca, for always supporting Third Strike, whether it's through final round or through TFC, Big E as well. And so I think it's really cool that we're going to be at final round because Third Strike deserves shine at final round. And I know a lot of you players in the South have been grinding and labbing and just working on your game, and and I'm sure you guys are just can't wait to show just how strong you guys are. And so hopefully a final round will be a great event as well.
Nice.
And remember, you can register for that now. So
go do it, guys. All you guys in the South, what are you waiting for?
By all means. And then last but not least, the very last auto qualifier for season 2 will be at Michigan Masters. You'll notice there's some question marks in the date, and that's because the date has not been finalized. And so shout outs to Mr. Usuck, aka Jay Gary. He's going to try and get that date for us. But, Michigan Masters again, huge supporter of Third Strike. Huge supporter of the Poverty Game Night, guys.
Yes, it was an amazing tournament last year.
In a lot of ways. Yeah, definitely. Remember, don't forget to follow them. Twitch.tv/Poverty Game Night, NIGHT. Their Twitter is the same spelling, but NITE.
Yes,
they're the ones who run the old school games at Michigan Masters. And so again, Michigan, starting to come up. Obviously shout outs to Ohio, the people at Arcade Legacy, that region. Like, what do you call that region, Venka? That's not really the Midwest, right?
It's the Midwest, sure.
You guys have the same time zone as me. So, like, how can that be Midwest, dude?
Mid-East?
Mid-East? Are you the mid? No, that's the Middle East, Katie. Now we're talking about something completely different.
Although they are strong on Third Strike, too.
Although, yes. So, shout outs to Detroit and Ohio, Michigan and Ohio players. We're going to be at Michigan Masters next year as well.
It's going to be so much fun.
All right. So, the second way to qualify for the Jazzy Circuit finale is through points.
Yeah. And
how do you earn points, you might ask? Well, you earn points by participating in what's called Jazzy Ranking Events.
Go to your locals, guys.
And so when you play in a Jazzy sanctioned event, whether it's a ranking event or an auto qualifier, you will earn points depending on how well you place and how many people were in the tournament. And so, Katie, you are a TO for your own scene, Game of Dreams. And so, talk a little bit about your experience just kind of hosting ranking events last season. How that process went in terms of, really building a scene. I mean, you had already built the scene, but you had really, sort of.
So last year was actually the easiest year for me as far as being a TO because I got a lot of help. Shout outs to Vincent and Linda, aka the Slurred Nerd.
Let's go.
They were able to basically run my events for me. As far as organization goes, Donald, who is the owner of Game of Dreams, was a huge help. He welcomed us with open arms and was on board with everything we wanted to do from day one. So obviously that helped. But for those of you that are thinking of getting into the circuit and want to figure out how best to do so, there's lots of experience between obviously myself, Mutant, and the rest of the Jazzy Circuit. As far as setting up events and getting stuff started. So if you guys don't have a resource in your area or don't have a go-to person, we can be that for you.
Right.
And as far as the events themselves, they were all very fun. We had a lot of people travel out, people from Dallas, people from Austin. We've had people from San Antonio come out a couple times. And it was super fun to have all those events. We actually ended up running events at 3 different venues. So we had Space City Beatdown. We had I can't remember the name of the bar, but there was some barcade that we were at that was in Midtown Houston, and then obviously Game of Dreams where we ended the season. This season, I project will probably be at all the events will be at Game of Dreams, more than likely. But for those of you guys that have never been there, it is a super nice venue. It is very clean, air conditioned very well. Plenty of space for the area that we occupy, and the cabs are all in great condition. despite what you may have heard otherwise. But
we even have a link to Game of Dreams if you just click that real quick.
yeah, if you can click that, it gives you it takes you straight to the website, which has pictures and it's got all sorts of information as to where it is and pricing and how to RSVP for events and stuff. It is an esports arcade, so there are lots of eBlue machines for PC gaming and esports in general. The prices are all very clean restrooms for sure, Ben. Like 100%. I can vouch for them. This venue is amazing. It's something that Houston has needed for a long time.
KD will eat off the floors, dude.
I don't know about that.
I'm just kidding.
So I want to stress, guys.
They do sell godlike snacks, and there's an amazing bar right next door.
As amazing as Game of Dreams is, and all these venues are really amazing, what's really important to the Jazzy Circuit Season 2 and Season 1 is that if you can get 12 guys together, you can have your own Jazzy Ranking event. That's anybody in the country, anywhere. So if you guys have players that you want to get involved in Third Strike, or maybe you have friends that play Third Strike, you want to get more guys involved, talk to us through the Jazzy Twitter or the Jazzy email, and we can get you guys set up so that you guys can have ranking events anywhere in the country, get your points, get qualified for the Jazzy finale, and come out to Free Play Arlington and come play some games with us, right?
One of the things I wanted to mention real quick is that is a change that we made, guys. For those of you that did participate and compete in Season 1, you may notice that we've changed the minimum required players from 16 down to 12.
Easier than ever, guys.
That was one of the things that we got a lot of feedback on as far as changes that people were looking to see for Season 2. So we heard all of your suggestions, guys, and we're changing it from 16 player minimum to a 12 player minimum, and hopefully that'll allow a lot more people to compete this season.
Right, we want to see guys from all the country playing Third Strike, right? No matter where you are, if you have majors near you, it's whatever. If you have an awesome arcade near you, it's whatever. Play on PS4, play on whatever, play at your house, play at some kind of community center. Just get some guys that love Third Strike together, get some games, get your points.
Mm-hmm. So as Venka was saying, obviously in order to earn points, you need to compete at Jazzy sanctioned ranking events. Now, obviously the Jazzy Circuit behind the scenes has been working with a number of venues to make sure that by the start of the season there are quite a few venues that are already sort of committed to running ranking events every month. But like Venka and KD said, if you're somebody on the stream, say you have absolutely no knowledge of the FGC or running events, all you want to do is just play Third Strike and find other people to play Third Strike. Again, just hit us up on Twitter and our email. And, and if you're interested in bringing the Jazzy Circuit to your area, we'll definitely help you. Also, for those of you who are more experienced tournament organizers out there, for those of you who already run your own events and, from time to time, you guys, run Third Strike or are interested in running Third Strike, for you seasoned tournament organizers, for those of you who are already running other things, definitely reach out to us as well. We're going to get to that in a little bit, but definitely reach out to us and we'll work with you in terms of getting your Third Strike events sanctioned. But before we get into all that, let's talk about the G status, guys, because I know
everybody's looking at this logo thinking, what the hell is this G status?
I know what everyone's thinking. What the hell is this G status? So, basically in an effort to try and, achieve better competitive balance, I guess you could say that. We decided to institute something called G status. And so basically, as the website says, for Season 2, there are going to be very specific venues where players who compete at ranking events in these venues have an opportunity to earn more points than if they were to compete at a other venue that doesn't have G status. And so also another thing you want to keep in mind is all auto qualifiers will be granted G status.
Nice.
And so for Season 2, the circuit has selected 6 venues that will have G status. in season 2. And so again, what does that mean? If you compete in Jazzy sanctioned ranking events at those locations, you have an opportunity to earn more points than you would.
And that's because in those venues, it's going to be much harder to win, right, than some other venues around the country.
Yeah, I mean that's basically it. Because these venues have obviously a very long history of top level play. And so, what are the venues? So the venues are Arcade UFO in Austin, Texas, Next Level in Brooklyn, Don's Arcade out in SoCal, Game of Dreams we've already talked about in Houston, Free Play Arlington, which is of course also the site of the Jazzy Circuit finale, season 2, and last but certainly not least, Lost Ark Video Games in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Let's go.
Now I just want to reiterate, guys. For legal concerns, just because a venue is on this list doesn't necessarily mean that the venues are going to run ranking events, right? That's obviously up to the individual TOs, which is basically how the circuit works, right? The circuit isn't here to, step on any toes, if you will, right? Like if you want to run stuff, then you run stuff. You don't have to, right? There's no pressure. So just kind of throwing it out there. So just because the venue's on this list doesn't necessarily mean they're going to run ranking events. It just means that if they do, or if they decide to, then they will be granted G status.
Nice.
Obviously, we didn't have room for the entire website. Well, I mean, we did have room, but then the website would look nasty. But you can review the complete set of rules and restrictions and whatever by clicking on the season 2 handbook. It's not really a handbook; it's just like 4 pages. But basically, this is the full rules for season 2. And so, again, for those of you who are interested in bringing Third Strike to your local scene, definitely want to review the handbook.
Nice, very convenient.
All right, so let's go back to the website here. And so the third way to qualify, obviously, that brings us to the last chance qualifier. Remember, the last chance qualifier is going to follow pretty much the same format as the one that happened at DTN. And so basically at Free Play Arlington on June 12th through 14th, there will be a last chance qualifier singles tournament. And so basically that tournament is going to determine how many, which 4 players joined the top 12 to form the Jazzy Finale Championship.
So can we review the ways you get in, right? You can auto qualify through the 6 auto qualifiers to get into the Jazzy Finale, right? You can get in through points by playing at your locals or events near you, or all in the country, really, and go and get your points at the Jazzy sanctioned events. And then finally, there's going to be a few spots left over, right? There's going to be, 4 spots?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's 6 auto quals. It's the top 6 players that have the most points without winning an auto qualifier. Okay. And 4 last chance spots.
Right.
And so that brings us to the Jazzy Circuit finale. And so we have some pretty exciting news here, guys. Once again, right, the Jazzy Circuit finale is scheduled for June 12th through 14th and at Free Play Arlington. And even though it's a long ways away, what you can do is actually sign up for the Jazzy Circuit finale right now.
Right now.
And why wouldn't you?
And there's a couple. I'm going to give you a couple reasons why you shouldn't wait. Okay. So number 1, right? You want to try and save some scratch, as Venka says on the stream. And so if you sign up now, you will be able to get your a venue fee of $33. If you scroll down a little bit, and then basically just to give you some ideas about the pricing. So right now, if you register, it's I'm just kind of waiting for the stream to
$30 for the early rate. Nice.
Yes. So it's $30 for the venue fee. And then it's $5 for the singles and $5 for teams.
Way less expensive than DTN was. Holy shit.
Yeah. And so you can actually sign up right now. And so one reason you might want to sign up is because you want to save some scratch. That price will go up. But secondly, there's going to be a cap.
How many? What is that cap?
So for singles, that there's going to be a cap of 256 players.
Okay.
And for teams, there's going to be a cap of 270 players.
Okay, nice.
So I definitely encourage you guys to, if you can, sign up now. Let Free Play know just how serious Third Strike is for season 2 of the Jazzy Circuit. And let's try to make it big.
It's going to be crazy. You don't get locked out, guys. Remember that DTN, a lot of guys wanted to get in last minute. It was kind of tough. Don't wait this time around, guys. Make sure you guys are in there before we hit our cap. Yeah. You never know, man. At DTN, we had, like 170 registrants, pretty much?
160.
160 registrants, and that was for the season 1. So now that we're actually a little more established, and more guys are aware of Third Strike, it's going to be a much bigger season this time around. Don't wait to register, guys. Don't take that risk. There has to be a limit, sadly, because there's only so much space at free play. We have to have a cap on there, so definitely don't get locked out this time around.
Mm-hmm. And so definitely, guys, if you want to take advantage of that early rate, you're free to sign up now. It's super easy. Again, shout outs to Free Play Arcade, our official sponsor of the Jazzy Circuit finale.
Making life easy.
Really appreciate it. What was the limit for the last chance qualifier last season? 160.
Yeah, we hit our cap. It was definitely quite a scramble. It was quite a scramble last year. Thankfully, this year's cap's a little bit higher.
So before you do the whole registration thing, Venka, let's scroll up the page. Just wanted to talk a little bit more about the Jazzy Circuit finale at Free Play Arlington. And so one of the things that was a really and I want to take this time to give a shout outs to Chris Delp, one of the organizers at Free Play Arcade. Because it was Chris Delp that really helped us make sure that next year's Jazzy Circuit finale was a 3S only event.
That's so crazy.
So what does that mean, guys? That means for 3 straight days there's going to be no other tournaments being run other than Third Strike tournaments.
3 straight days.
And so, obviously, the entire arcade is going to be open to the public, and so there will be people playing other video games. But as far as, actual events, competitive tournaments, it's all going to be Third Strike. And it's, we're going to have, and it's all going to be on Japanese versus cabs. Obviously, all arcade hardware. Basically, the schedule goes like this. On Friday, June 12th, it's going to be the 5v5 tournament. You can sign up for and again, remember, you can sign up for the tournament individually. Later on, we're going to make available a page where you can actually register your team. But you can and should sign up for the team tournament individually. So just kind of keep that in mind. So Friday, June 12th, basically the weekend starts off with the 5v5 tournament. Then on the 13th, we'll have the last chance qualifier singles. And then on the 14th, we'll have the 16-man.
Oh, my.
Or excuse me, sorry, the 16-person championships now.
Crazy.
So.
And then for those of you guys that have never been to Free Play Arcade, the venue is fairly large. They've got all sorts of machines there. So if you want to do more than just play Third Strike, there are tons of games there. There's tons of classic games, Sunset Riders, Mortal Kombat, NBA Jam. And they've got tons of pinball machines too. So it's not like Third Strike is going to be the only game there. There will be tons of other games too. And with your purchase of a registration and entry fee, you will basically be given full access to the venue as well. So you guys aren't limited to just Third Strike while you're there. Exactly. Look at all these titles: House of the Dead, Frogger, Tetris, Mario Bros.
Yeah, what a weekend!
Endless. It's going to be amazing, guys.
Turtles in Time.
And on top of having all these great games, they also have an amazing bar with very reasonable prices and lots of good food. So definitely make it out to this event, guys. I can personally vouch for the venue. Of all the events that I went to in season 1, my favorite venue by far was Free Play.
Amazing. Primal Rage. Oh my god. Yo, guys, come out to free play.
So once again, guys, shout outs to free play. Shout outs to Chris Delp. Again, I can't stress enough. There was talk. Just to be completely 100 with you guys, there was talk of, whether or not, maybe, we can attach another game to the finale, or maybe we can have it at a pre-existing event. And it was really Chris Delp that really fought, to kind of have that 3-day full Third Strike event. So shout outs to Chris, shout outs to Arthur, shout outs to everyone who helps organize stuff at Free Play. Good looking out. And so guys, I mean, when's the last time you heard, of a Third Strike major in the United States?
Yeah,
right?
Third Strike only.
Third Strike only major.
Like maybe 10 years ago, Sunroof Cup, maybe.
Yeah.
Or when was that? Well, that was 2009, right? Like, I can't think of any other time when there's been something like this. So, hopefully,
don't wait, guys.
We'll all see you there at the end of season 2. I know it just sounds like we're doing this super early, right? Like it's the exact opposite of how we did the first season. First season was just like fly with the seat of our pants, just, kind of see how it goes and everything. But definitely check out the registration page and feel free to register. Now tickets are available.
Nice. Okay.
So I guess we'll go back to the page then, I guess.
Yes.
So anyway, scrolling down, let's go ahead and take a look at the point system. Again, because of the institution of G status, there are 2 point systems. One for standard, one for G status. And then the definitions of the tiers are as follows: MSF. Notice that last season we only had like 3 tiers, right? A tier, S tier, and MSF tier, right? But after some review and after feedback and stuff like that, we came up with a 5-point system or a 5-tier system.
Right. This is for the events, guys. This is for your local Jazzy ranking events to get you guys those points for competing with your homies in the area. So,
like, say for example, right? You're able to organize a team a singles Third Strike a Third Strike singles tournament,
right.
And you get 15 people to enter.
Right.
And that would drop you in the A-tier category.
Right.
And so whoever finishes first, you would need to go to the table, and then first place would get 200,
right.
Second place 100, and so on and so forth.
Right, exactly.
Scroll to the right, Venka.
Yeah, let me see if I can do this for you guys here. Let's see here.
It's because of chat, right? Yeah.
Okay, here you go, guys. So here's your standard tables here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Likewise, if you guys are going to your G status areas, like we have these G status venues listed up here for you guys. I'm sorry, actually a little bit lower down. If you're going to Arcade UFO or Next Level, Don's Arcade, Game of Dreams, Free Play Arlington, or Lost Ark video games for your Jazzy event, Jazzy Point events, you can get these G status points instead. Right? Let's say you can organize 15 players at a G status venue. Now we've got these different points here. You get a little more points for every tier, right? A tier gets a little bit more, S tier a little bit more, and so on and so forth for the G status event. And that's because those venues have higher competition in general usually. So you've kind of got to beat stronger players in general. So I figured it's only right to reward those players a little bit more. But if you're just organizing something locally with you and your friends, something in your city, something to get guys interested in Third Strike, you're going to be falling into the standard point category. Or if you can get 20 guys together, you'll be an S tier event, and you can get these points here. See what we're talking about? It's kind of some little bit of extra incentive to get more guys to come out and play Third Strike. Right? All over the country, no matter where you are, as long as you're interested in hosting an event, get your points. Get your points and come out to Free Play with that. The 6 highest scoring players get into the Jazzy finale at Free Play Arcade in June 2020.
And also, I think G status is obviously really good for the venue that has G status.
Right, of course.
I think it's really important that we, one of the emphasis was, one of the questions going into season 2 was, how does the circuit help the venues? Because one of the keys to sustaining, a healthy scene in the FGC is, making sure that that relationship between the players and the venue providers is strong, or at least solid. And what do I mean by that? I don't mean, that you guys are going out every night and, throwing back beers and your homies and stuff.
But why not?
But, by solid, I mean, that everything's very clear and transparent, and what is the venue getting out of it? What are the players getting out of it, and so forth and so on. And so one of the questions was like, how can the circuit help the venues? And so hopefully G Status will put more eyes on the venues for people who are, obviously serious about qualifying. Obviously, they'd have more incentive, like you said, Venka, to go to these specific venues. And so, it's kind of a way to kind of reward the venues that have not only been putting in the work for Third Strike, but have been keeping with the game.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at a lot of the venues that are on this page, maybe with the exception of Free Play and Game of Dreams because they're so new, like these are venues that have supported Third Strike for over 10 years at least. We talk about Arcade UFO, which is, I guess, the descendant to the direct descendant of which arcade, Katie? I forgot. What was the arcade?
Einstein's Arcade. However, Arcade UFO has been around for a very long time.
Yeah. And so if you add, Einstein's to that lineage, then it's been like these are venues like, for example, Next Level, right? One could say, that kind of came from Chinatown Fair, even though Chinatown Fair still exists, but in some other weird way. But anyway, that's been around since Third Strike. You could argue that all of the arcades that played Third Strike all just kind of ended up at Dawn's. And so, these are scenes that have kept Third Strike alive since the beginning. And, we felt that it was important to try and reward these scenes for their hard work.
And what the new scenes? If you're a new scene, what's your next step to try and get your jazz event in your area?
So basically, guys, like I said, if you're somebody who's trying to figure out the best way to bring Jazzy Circuit events to your neighborhood, or if you want some general advice on how to start a Third Strike scene, where you are, we'd like you to go ahead and fill out the form on the left, the Jazzy Circuit organizer form. And so if you just click on that form, basically, we ask you for just a few things. We just ask for your email address and your name. And so, maybe you should fill it out, Venka, just to kind of see how it,
Okay, so let's see here. So I'm going to be,
who are you going to be?
JazzyCircuit@gmail.com. It's my email address. We're going to go down here, fill out my name. You guys know who I am. David Vencabot Hernandez. Venue name, this is totally optional.
Yeah, it's optional. Again, right?
Anyway.
Maybe you're someone who doesn't even have a venue or doesn't even know where to
It's my garage is my venue.
But if you do have but if you do have a local venue and, there is a place that where your local FGC plays, put in that information and then it'll put us in a better position to kind of help you.
Right.
And so, just click on all that legal stuff that basically, says that you owe the circuit your firstborn. And no, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so let's see. Terms and conditions. Okay, I already read the handbook. The privacy policies, make sure we don't share with nobody inappropriate. Of course, we would never do that. Okay, so copy of my response will be emailed to you just the other night, dude. Let's submit it. Boom, page 1 of 1. That's a really short form. Awesome. So now Jazzy has my name. They have my email address. We can get a hold of you personally, and we can talk about how to set up a Jazzy ranking event in your area, get a hold of you ASAP, and help you guys get some Third Strike in your local community.
Yeah.
Very
and also, you'll notice in the response form, there are a couple of links if you want to learn more about the Jazzy Circuit while you wait for us to get back to you. And so the first form or the first link, we've created a Google Drive for all potential TOs.
Wow, nice.
Or all current TOs with, just some assets related to the circuit. We have some high-res copies of the logo. We have, just some stuff.
Yeah, it could help you out with your event.
Yeah.
Nice.
Obviously, this is the official matter that we're going to start populating to people. And then, obviously, the handbook and stuff.
Nice. Okay, so what if you're a more seasoned TO and you've already done some events and maybe you're even part of some kind of, major or regional in your area and you want to bring Jazzy to your event, then what?
Well, so if you're a TO and you're already planning to run a 3S tournament, or you have a Third Strikes tournament scheduled at an event, you can just go ahead and fill out our event submission form.
Right, so this is if you already have an event already planned, right, and you already have all your stuff prepared.
Now, one important thing to remember for those of you who are TOs out there, you need to submit this form at least 2 weeks prior to the start of your event. So please make sure you keep that in mind. And so again, with the submission form, just fill in some information.
Mm-hmm.
There are basically the two most important pieces of information you're going to give us are obviously your email and your Smash GG page. Right. So, and again, obviously, because the league is operated through Smash, every event has to be registered with Smash in order for your players to get points.
Right.
So just your email, your Smash event, and then if you have information like your Facebook page or your Twitch TV page, if you know what you're going to stream from, give us that information too. Obviously you want to click to agree to all terms and conditions for the rule book and stuff. And that's it.
Easy peasy, guys. Okay, and down here we've got some other ways to support Circuit. We've got some amazing Jazzy Circuit merchandise. A lot of guys bought shirts last season. They're amazing. You guys probably seen them around at your events.
Well, speaking of which, you go click on that little Matcherino link because another thing that's also gone live is the official Matcherino for season 2. And so for those of you who were around last season, this is going to be old hat, but the Jazzy Circuit is completely it's completely community funded. It's a grassroots movement.
You guys came out so clutch last year. It was crazy. How much money did we finally raise for the finale last year?
We raised over $4,000.
You guys were so generous, and you guys made it so hype. That's why the finale was so hype last year, guys. We had so many strong players from all over the country come out just to compete for this amazing prize pot. You guys have raised just because you love Third Strike so much. That's extremely humbling. What a way to run a major. Like, to have it be funded by the fans of Third Strike to get these guys to come out and play. That's
Not only that, but
sick.
I think it's something that the community can be proud of at large, right? That's something that you guys did. You guys made it possible. You guys contributed, and you guys showed up to the event. So shout outs to the Third Strike scene. Shout outs to you guys for supporting, because really none of this could happen without you guys.
Yeah, definitely. So the match arena is now live. And this is also the site where you can order your Jazzy Circuit T-shirt. My apologies to some of you in season 1 who are having difficulty getting your shirts. We aren't really in control of that. But shout outs to Matcherino. Can we show Matcherino a little love? I mean, Matcherino has been amazing, not just for Third Strike, but for the entire FGC. It's an ingenious idea. I think it, and if for those of you again who are thinking of running your own Jazzy Ranking events in the future, or you're already running events and thinking of adding Third Strike to your games list, also we encourage you to visit matcherino.com, visit the website and check out to see how Matcherino can help you grow your scene. Shout outs to NYC Furby, of course, TS Sabin, Arturo, for always holding it down. And so the Matcherino is live, and so you guys can go ahead and click. We don't have a code yet. It's a couple days after Evo, so things are a little slow. So,
but just like last year, guys, you can help totally for free as well by coming through and doing the sponsor quest. Just follow Dallas Fuel. You can retweet Dallas Fuel. All these ways. These are guys that are very generously sponsored through Matcherino. Third Strike at the 3S finale in Free Play Arlington. So it's come out. If you guys want to click some links, it puts a little bit of scratch on the prize pool and for the top 16 and Free Play in June.
Remember, guys, you can donate for free. Okay, basically what those things are, they're called sponsor quests. And what happens is if you click on those links and you follow the action that they ask you to, what it basically does is add that amount to our prize pool.
Right. Do as many as you want.
And so if it, obviously the first thing you have to do is register with Matcherino,
Which is extremely easy because all you got to do through Matcherino is just sign with another social media account. They actually manage, they support Twitter, they support, I think, Facebook, they definitely support Twitch, they support all these different platforms, make it very easy to sign in through Matcherino.
And so once you're signed in, just click on the sponsor quests. I think, if one user clicks on all the sponsor quests, they can donate, I think, almost like $3 or $4 to the prize,
which is nice. But
for absolutely free, just by clicking. And so, for those of you who'd like to donate, remember you can donate for free. Just click on those sponsor links, and again, we will work on getting that code for you guys. Or another thing you can do is you could purchase a Jazzy shirt.
Amazing.
Right? Just to answer some questions in the chat, keychain SSB. If the shirts do run out, I'm very confident that Matcherino will help us get some more in supply. And so basically, what you could do is you could purchase a shirt. They're $20 plus shipping and handling, and for every shirt that you guys purchase, $8 goes straight to the Matcherino.
Right, and for you guys that saw these shirts around last year at your majors or at DTN, you got those shirts are clean. That design is so sick, and the colors are beautiful.
Dude, the black one is so nice, right?
It's so good, dude. I'm
it's
so jealous
good.
of
the black one is so good. The black one. Yeah, Brian got the black one too.
Man.
Obviously follow us on Twitter, guys.
At the Jazzy Circuit.
And I just want to take this time out to talk a little bit about Twitter. I don't know if you guys noticed, but we are at 801 followers.
Nice.
I mean, that's just that. You
guys have been coming out strong. Thank you so much, guys.
And so
that's a great way to get information about events near you that are doing Third Strike, that are running events. Follow us, our Facebook group as well, the Jazzy Circuit. Just a great way to have your ear to the ground about what's going on in Jazzy this year. I think last year, a lot of sentiment I heard a lot was that people weren't really in the know about what's going on with Jazzy. So don't be one of those guys this year. Follow the social media and be the first to know what's going on in your area for Third Strike.
And if you just scroll down at the very bottom, Venka, schedule and standings are going to be there.
Oh, nice.
And again, if you have any other another way you can reach us individually. This is basically the contact information for me and my minions. No, I'm just kidding, guys. But obviously, if you want to contact us individually, these are basically all of the players that sort of help put this thing together. And so definitely contact them if you have any questions.
Sweet. Speaking of questions, guys, I think now's about the time for the stream. We're going to be answering your questions here. I mean, what do you guys want to know about Jazzy? I think X had a question earlier about the majors, or should I the auto qualifiers. Are these 6 auto qualifiers all set in stone? And is there any chance we're going to have more auto qualifiers this year?
No. Well, wait. Well, okay. No, there will be no other additional auto qualifiers. Right. Those are the 6.
There you go. There's going to be plenty of shirts, guys. Again, we're going to be all over the country with local events.
But that doesn't mean, that we're done with announcing stuff, though, because we still have things cooking, if you will.
Yes.
But they're not going to have any effect on what we talked about.
Okay. Any other questions, guys? To ask now. Don't be confused later on. And I think that a sentiment I heard repeatedly last year, guys, was that people wanted to be involved in Jazzy, but they just were not informed. And I'm glad you guys are finally here so that you can learn all about Jazzy Season 2 and kind of get up to speed. So are we working with supercuts? I don't think so, Decoy.
So Decoy, go ahead, Katie.
Yeah, I was going to say we can is the answer to that question. We can work with anyone. For those of you guys that know a Third Strike scene and they're not already involved in the circuit, definitely point them in our direction or vice versa. Get us in contact with them. We want to bring everyone on. Doesn't matter if the scene is strong, if it's new, if it's old. We want to include as many scenes as possible. So for those of you guys that know Third Strike players, maybe they have a scene and they're just not involved. Maybe they have a venue but they don't have a stream, or whatever the issue may be, right? We want to be a resource for all the scenes in order to have Third Strike tournaments and join the Jazzy Circuit.
Yeah, so definitely, if you guys want to see Supercuts or other venues run Third Strike events, just let them know and get them in contact with us.
And just to kind of add on to that, specifically about Supercuts, for those of you who don't know, on the website, on Twitch chat, Supercuts, twitch.tv/Supercuts, but without the E, there's a 3, there's a number 3. And so Supercuts is a group of Third Strike players. I mean, they play other games, but they really started as a Third Strike group, and it's run out in Riverside area by longtime SoCal Third Strike player FGC Joe Zaza.
Let's go, fancy Asian.
And they stream every Saturday from somebody's house. And and they just talk about Third Strike and fighting games and play them, and Joe's really created a nice little community there for those guys. And so we'll definitely be talking to Joe and seeing how he might want to participate and stuff, but we'll see. Let's see some other questions.
So Brian's
here.
a pretty good question. Brian's question is, I'm curious as to whether there was consideration to expand the finale to more than 16 players. Pools were so stacked at Last Chance Qualifier, many great players didn't get the last 4 spots. Yeah, those players, man, they had to go out to more majors and get more points. But you're right, Brian. Having more than 16, that would be a very long finale, I would say. But yeah, I think there's consideration to the idea. And maybe even for Season 3, that could be something we're going to keep in mind even more close.
Yeah, I mean, again, to be real with you guys, it's just cost.
Yeah, there's that too.
I
think we haven't really mentioned yet about how if you are an auto-qualified player, you do get, I think, flown out, right?
Yeah, you get complimentary airfare.
Right, you get flown out to Texas.
To the finale, yes.
And so, I mean, unless Venka and KD haven't told me things, haven't been completely forthcoming with me, I don't think any of us are millionaires or zillionaires. And
I wish.
a lot of it is cost prohibitive. But I think at the same time too, and this is just kind of an on the cuff comment. I mean, what's the point of a finale if everyone's in it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just me. I'm just saying, right? It's like in college basketball, right? It's the Sweet 16, and then it's the Elite 8, and it's the
Final Four.
So. I mean, how far do you want to, spread it? You know what I mean? I feel like if it stays at 16, it feels really special. I don't know.
Keychain asks, when will prices go up for the finale? I'm not totally sure that we're privy to the information. That's up to Free Play, I think.
Yeah, Free Play has yet to determine the date. We'll definitely get that date very soon. But it's not anytime soon. It's definitely not anytime before this beginning of the season, yeah. I'm pretty sure.
I want to personally stress that although we're here talking about a first look for the Jazzy Circuit Season 2, there's nothing Season 2 happening until October 19th.
Yes.
So we're kind of in the Jazzy off season right now. We're trying to all level up collectively, get prepared for these ranking events and for these auto qualifiers. But right now there are no events happening. That kind of ties into Ken and Black's question. Is EC2 the first event of the circuit? I believe so, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's no ranking events. There's no nothing until October 19th. Yeah.
And so, again, technically, anyone can hold a ranking event the same day as ECT, right? I mean, that's TO's prerogative. But,
right.
Obviously the season starts on the 19th. BMXer, did Saber AZ get in contact with you about maybe getting a future Jazzy event in AZ? I don't believe so. At my advanced age, I forget a lot of things. That's why I have Katie and Venka with me to remind me of the things that I've said. So,
yes, because we're so much younger.
So, but I don't recall ever getting any kind of message from him. But but definitely, I encourage him to reach out to me, or if you'd like me to reach out to him, I can do that as well. Just shoot us an email, thejazzycircuit@gmail.com. and just be like, hey, Mutant, can you talk to Saber about such and such, and then I'll reach out to him, man.
Okay, so Kenny says here, while I know the finals is the main event, is there any talk of possibly streaming / local recording all of the pools play? That's an awesome idea, Kenny. It's still so early on yet. I don't think we haven't considered that, but that's something to keep in mind for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a pretty safe bet that we're going to have more than one stream going at the Jazzy Circuit finale. And so obviously with more than one stream, at DTN, we were limited to just one stream. But if we can have 2 or more streams running at the same time. And again, that's why I can't stress enough, guys, how amazing it is that we were able to get this Free Play to agree to make this a standalone Third Strike event.
Right. We have so much more control this year than last year.
Because we're not competing with any other games. We're not competing with any other scenes. And so I think I think it can't be stressed enough, right? The fact that this season's finale is going to be an all 3S event, and so with that said, obviously, like you said, Venka, we're going to have a lot of resources more available or more readily available than we would if we were to hold this at a pre-existing major.
Yeah, Herbert was extremely busy last year.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure we'll have more than one stream. Now, will we have a stream for all pools? I don't know about that.
Yeah, but I wonder if maybe we could record them. We'll see. There's plenty of time to get that all worked out, thankfully.
Yeah, definitely.
Getting cams or capture devices for multiple cams is best to have it on the back of your mind early. You're right, Kenny. You're right. It's something to keep in mind. It's an awesome idea.
Any other questions, guys?
More questions, guys?
Telesniper, I know you got a question. I know Telesniper's always... No, Telesniper's got all the answers.
Yes. And you have to have the questions first before you have the answers.
Yeah, we're the ones that have the questions. Telesniper has the answers.
Flip Slade, what can we in the community do to help stuff? Slade, the Matcherino guys, that was so clutch last year. You guys helped out through Matcherino to make the finale possible. If you guys want to help out, let's say that you're not in a position you want to coordinate your own event or help develop your own 3S scene, Matcherino is the main way to help out the circuit this year.
But even without the Matcherino, to me, my answer to that, Slade, would be go out and play Third Strike at your venues, right?
Yep.
Just play, man. Let us. We got this. I mean, obviously, if you want to become more involved in the organizing aspect of things, that's great too. But I just can't stress this enough. Like, if you're a player and that there's a venue around you that is holding Third Strike events, just go, man. Just go and play. Just play. That's the best way that you can contribute.
Yeah, Herb, there's definitely going to be some more Jazzy online fundraisers this year for sure. Maybe even more stuff related to the online side of Third Strike this year.
Well, I have a question for you, Venka.
Okay.
Where are we? What platform are we running these online fundraisers? Because we all know your thoughts on Steam. We all know your thoughts about Steam, Doc.
Yeah, but here's the thing. So Steam does have its problems, but there's very strong competition there. I have a question for the community, guys. If we host this on PS4, who's playing? Which of you guys are trying to play some online Third Strike with me? Because I think that toward the end of these Jazzy online fundraisers for last season, we saw a sort of decline in participation. But I think they were super fun, right? You guys had fun, I think. I know, Herb, you were always involved, dude. But yeah, so guys, this season, there's going to be some more Jazzy online fundraisers for sure. They'll be on both PS4 and Steam, most certainly. So whatever platform you guys are playing on, except for maybe Fightcade, probably not going to do that this year. But definitely, guys, come out and play on Steam. Come out and play on PS4. Get your games. Show how strong you are in online Third Strike. And we'll hopefully raise some money for the Jazzy finale this year, just like last year.
Telesniper had an idea that's simultaneously amazing and horrifying at the same time. He was like, you should do JCF's Jazzy Circuit fundraisers on all platforms.
Dude, that'd be crazy.
Run one on OE. I would love to run one on OE. It's so easy to run tournaments on OE, right? With that tournament generator. I mean, I miss OE a little bit.
Yeah. In all seriousness, I love anybody that plays online Third Strike for all of its flaws. You guys are keeping the game alive, and you've been keeping it alive for more than a decade now. So, if possible, I'd love to expand to as many platforms as we possibly could. It's just we have to sort of get the players together. If you guys want to help out with that this year, that'd be a huge help. If you guys have platforms you want to play on, let me know. If you guys want to play on Fightcade, I can figure it out. Right? We'll figure out things this year, but definitely, if you guys want to represent online Third Strike in 2019, we're gonna have a fundraiser for you, 100%.
Hey Shiva, that's a really good comment and suggestion. A list of 3S streams.
Yes.
Yeah, we should definitely take that into consideration. Because we also want to give, like you said, think shout outs to the people who are playing online, but shout outs to people like yourself, right, who are streaming Third Strike.
Yo, shout out to me.
Well, yeah, shout outs to you, Venka.
Yes.
Pat yourself on the back, Venka, right now. Just
He deserves it. He deserves it.
No, go ahead. Pat
But seriously, though, guys, there are a lot of great Third Strike streams out there. I can list off a few off the top of my head right now. Right? We just talked about Supercuts. Right? They're for real. That's Twitch.tv/super with a 3. Supercuts. Also, Twitch.tv/Poverty Game Night. They are community leaders in the 3S community in the Midwest.
And Cruz.
Yeah, Twitch.tv/NCruz.
Lost Ark Arcade.
Twitch.tv/KD Alpha.
Big Nasty.
Big Nasty.
Big Nasty 620.
MutantXP.
I highly doubt it.
Let's go, Herb. Locust stuff.
Locust
Follow these
started
guys.
streaming. Didn't Locust start streaming too?
Yeah, Locust has been streaming some.
Locust has been
Nice.
streaming.
I
Who
think
else
Herb
we got?
Durkin streams from time to time.
Herb Durkin. Ghost Demon of the Mist. Demon of the Mist.
I don't think
Yep.
he streamed anymore, does he? On
Decoy
Twitch?
Mantis. You guys.
Gas Station Hobo. Decoy Mantis.
Yeah. Shout outs to Gas Station.
So many
Hobo.
channels, guys.
Holding it down on PS3.
Shotokan.
Up is down.
Exo.
Up is down. Doesn't he stream Third
Yep.
Strike? Up is down.
Tommy. Yeah.
Yeah, Tommy Two Step.
Tommy Two Step.
Type G. Twitch.tv/Type G.
Yep.
So many great 3S streamers, guys. I didn't even list freaking half of them.
Hoss.
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 Twitch.tv/Hoss.
Host_TX. I'm sorry, did I type G-type? Yeah, type G, yeah.
Yeah, it's Type G now. Yes.
At least on Twitch. He told me that he's still G-type. I forget, he had a reason why he changed it. I forgot what it was. I asked him what it was, and I already forgot what it was. But yeah.
Feetwork. Frankie's Twitch
Yes,
channel.
Feetwork 101, right?
And of course, Nika underscore KO.
Yep.
Right. Who else? We're missing people.
So many.
So many. Too many.
I already got EXO. How could you forget EXO?
Why am I blanking? Remy player. Everdread.
Oh, yeah.
Everdread streams.
Yeah,
Everdread streams. Shout outs to Epolis.
Oh, yeah, David.
Epolis. Twitch.tv/Epolis.
Scrub Series. How can I forget
Series?
Scrub
Oh
Series?
my
Oh
God,
my
Scrub
god.
Series.
Yo, they're one of the main 3S
Oh
streamers
my
active right
God.
now, guys. Every Sunday.
Yeah, Twitch.tv/Scrub Series.
I'm disgusted it took us that long to put Scrub Series on there, dude.
Dude, seriously.
Oh my god. Yeah, they're one of the main 3S streamers right now that are super active.
Gotta
Every
stop
Sunday.
treating them like interns. Dude. So we got who else we got? Epolis. There's gotta be other people.
Yeah, guys, make sure you guys are following Third Strike on Twitch. You guys can follow
Lots
games. You guys
of-
know that, right? Oh yeah, Lost
Yeah,
Ark.
exactly.
Yeah, how about all the venues that stream, right?
Arcade
Free Play
UFO.
Arcade. Twitch.tv/Arcade
The Kaz Show, Boiler Room.
Oh, the Kaz Show. Shout out to the Boiler Room, Kaz Show.
Just make sure that following Third Strike on Twitch. There's so many streams, it's crazy. This game is so alive in 2019, it's ridiculous.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. And some of those English, Japanese speaking streams,
Yes.
like the Game Koenji stream.
Mm-hmm.
Like
GameSpot versus.
Don't lie. Sometimes you wake up in the middle of the night and then you fuck up your sleep schedule because you got caught watching that stream. I know. It's happened to me.
Happens to the best of us.
It's happened to me before.
Don't forget about the YouTube streams, guys. I heard FD360 streams and Wire streams. Just streams for Third Strike for days, guys. You guys are spoiled with Third Strike content in 2019. That's crazy.
And then of course, Team Spooky and
Team
NYC
Spooky.
Furby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right, guys. You're right. We'll get that list for you guys. But yeah, make sure you guys are following Third Strike on Twitter, on Twitch.
I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Vincent's stream.
Right.
The Slurred Nerd, all
Yes,
one
the
word.
Slurred Nerd.
The Slurred Nerd. Dude, so many.
So many guys.
Shout outs to Gutter Trash.
Yeah, Gotta Trash UK.
So many
crazy.
streams. So many Third Strike. So much Third Strike.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think that's pretty much it,
Yeah.
right?
Any other questions, guys? Or is it time for more Third Strike?
Before we go, I want to make sure to mention, guys, for those of you who are planning on running events or who want to run events, and you were participating in season 1, or you know the rules from season 1, please be sure to refer to the season 2 handbook. We did make changes as far as requirements. Those will all be found in the season 2 handbook. So for those of you guys that are familiar with the process, just review the handbook and make sure that you know all the rules. We've changed some things and added some more rules, just to make it easier on verification purposes and making sure that everyone's doing everything that they need to do. A couple of those things are streaming related. Some of them are for timelines. Some things are time sensitive, so just make sure that you're up to date about those things, so that way you don't have an event that for some reason doesn't get added to the circuit because of a time sensitive issue.
Yeah, so Slade's a good question here. I wanted to ask if there are any events planned for the Chicagoland area, say a Galloping Ghost and the like. Yeah,
Slade. So we've been in communication with the people that usually run 3S in the Chicago area, and so that situation's fluid right now.
Yeah,
right.
Katie? We would love to have events in Chicago for sure.
The way I'll say it is we see you, Chicago 3S. We see you.
We see you, Chicago. But again, if you're from Chicago, or if you're a Chicago Third Strike player, and you don't got and you want to start monthlies, just hit us up, man.
Hit us
up, and we'll try to help you. But it's really all we're here to try to empower the players in the community, and so if there are people out there in Chicago that want to join the circuit, my thing is let people know about the circuit, or let your venue providers or the people that around you, let them know about it. So, all right. So another question, Brian. So there were 2 auto qual events in Texas last year. I'm guessing the reason Texas doesn't have one this year is because all 3 Texas scenes are G status, and the last chance qualifiers in Texas. Yeah, I mean, you answered your own question, man.
That's very, very astute. I would have got that, but yeah, that's exactly why. Because Texas is pretty well represented in the Jazzy Circuit this year. There's no Texas Showdown as an auto qualifier this year for Third Strike.
And shout outs to Texas.
Yeah, Texas Third Strike so strong. So strong.
Jesse, I mean, you guys had, how many representatives in the top 16? You had 5?
We had a few.
So you had Big Nasty, Tommy Two Step, Luke,
Yuki.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think that.
No, is it? Yeah, that's it, right? 4.
Yeah.
So you guys had 4 players in the 16-person finale. So congratulations to Texas. And so, but hey, man, the finale's in your neck of the woods, right?
Yep. So, you guys are gonna love Texas.
So maybe we should end this with some comments from you, Katie. What do you want to say? I mean, obviously, the Jazzy Circuit finale is going to be in the Lone Star State. So
it is. For those of you guys that went to New York and participated in DTN, all I'll say is Texas is way cheaper. The food is just as godlike.
Better. I'm sorry, it's better.
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't going to take it there. I wasn't going to take it there, but
I went to both, dude.
I'll ride with Venka.
I didn't get no nachos. Right? I didn't get no nachos in New York. There was amazing food there.
I ate food in Michigan too. So hold that right now. Let's not talking about food now. Okay. Might not be.
But yeah, obviously, the venue's awesome. There's tons of good stuff in the area, guys. It's all very affordable. And obviously, the earlier you plan on making it out to the event and getting your reservation as far as like a hotel or a flight, the easier it'll be and the more inexpensive it'll be for you guys. That way you can blow your money on booze or whatever you want that weekend. It's going to be a really good time. The Texas scene, for anyone that's come out to any of the Texas events in the last couple years, they all say the same thing. They love it here. Everyone wants to come back. And, I take a lot of pride in the fact that the Texas scene is very welcoming to pretty much everyone. So definitely come back out, guys. We'll show you some of that Southern hospitality, and we'll body you at the same time.
Yo, thank you, Keychain. I'll read the sponsor quest. Let's go. 410 donated. I'm a quest god. Who else is a quest god in the chat? Keychain getting started early. I respect that. Especially if my children are pregnant women, huh? Not officially.
All right.
It's going to be amazing, Brian. I can't wait. I had so much fun in Texas for Texas Showdown. I'm so glad that having it free play this year, the finale.
But if you guys have any other questions, again, just email us or tweet us, or DM us or whatever.
For everyone.
Thanks for taking some time out of Bruise Day Tuesday, Venka.
Dude, it's a pleasure. Again, it's really important, right? You guys feel a little more educated, right? You guys are familiar with the Jazzy Circuit Season 2 now. You guys are prepared for October, I hope. And let your friends know, too. All the guys that aren't here right now, let them know. Spread the word. Jazzy's coming.
Follow us on Twitter and Facebook, guys. We're on both.
And you are posting this, to YouTube, right?
Oh, hell yeah. It's going to be on our YouTube channel, guys.
So,
Yo, Big Nasty.
It'll be a resource for you guys.
Chat shows.
Any of this information. All right, guys. Well, thanks again, Venka.
Dude, my pleasure. Thanks for hanging out, guys.
We'll see you in the stream chat.
Sweet. Good night, Mutant. Good night, Katie. Guys, it's Bruise Day Tuesday, 8 hours of Third Strike. That was the Jazzy Season 2 first look. It's time to get back into some Third Strike action here on Vencabot. I'm going to go a very short break, get the rig reset up for PS4 Third Strike. Come get some games, guys. We still got, 3 hours left? I will see you guys very shortly with Third Strike. Let's go. Jazzy Circuit Season 2. Season 1, thank you again one more time, guys. Season 1 was so magical. I got to travel all over the country for Third Strike. You guys were so supportive of the match Reno. You guys made the Jazzy finale so magical with that $4,000 prize pot. It's 2019, guys. Jazzy Season 1 celebrated the Third Strike 20th anniversary of Third Strike. And you guys put together a $4,000 pot for the players at Defend the North. That event was so hyped. We were in the grand ballroom of the New Yorker Hotel at 1 in the morning playing Third Strike. It was insanely sick, and you guys made it possible. Not only through Match Reno, but just for playing and loving Third Strike. Man, by keeping the game alive for all these years. Absolutely bonkers. Let's go. You go to ECT's keychain? I'm thinking about going myself. I'm not totally sold yet. I'm looking forward to seeing Ken and Black at Frosty Faustings, hopefully. But I'm thinking about hitting up ECT, because I do love traveling to the East Coast. But, of course, finances are a thing. I'm sure that's true of anybody that's thinking about traveling for Third Strike. But we'll see. Of course, Brian. Yeah, it was a pleasure. I'm glad we get to kind of spread some information. Again, I feel like last year I kept hearing that people just weren't in the know about what was going on with Third Strike in 2019 and 2018. So going into 2020 here, I hope that we can be a little bit more communicative and that everyone can feel invited to come play Third Strike with us. I got your keychain. So did I meet you at Defend the North keychain? Ken and Blach. This man is trying to go everywhere. Okay, look at the PS4 hooked up, shall we? That ran on a little bit longer than we expected, guys. But I think that it was worthwhile. I think that we were able to sort of communicate a lot more about what's going on with Jazzy. And again, guys, it starts on October 19th. This is the first date for Jazzy Season 2. So plenty of time left to level up, think about Third Strike, play other games, explore the world, right? But don't forget, guys, October 19th, we're coming back.
I think I'm good to do some ASMR soon.
Let's get some more Third Strike casuals here. We've got 3 hours left approximately.
That was kind of creepy.
Go follow Decoy Mandis.
Sorry.
We didn't meet formally, but you commentated 1 or 2 of my sets. Oh, okay. So we didn't actually shake hands with you. That's a shame. Definitely next time, keychain. I was hearing getting bodied by Donka and Telesniper. Oh my god. Good game, Telesniper. Likewise, it's a pleasure meeting you too. So then threw a file I had been working on into the Discord for Third Strike streams. Oh, nice.
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Vencabot. Excuse me.
Thank you, Neon. So
Yo,
Neon's been
what's
kind
up?
of
Welcome back to
collecting a
Vencabot.
list of Third Strike
Dragon's
streams.
Dogma Action. My name is David.
Appreciate that, homeboy.
Yo, I've been streaming weeks. Like, it's been forever.